Starfall.
Hey Freddie, my name is Nick with Starfall Sabers. This is a private video just for you to show off your saber that I built for you, all of its functions, how to operate it, and so forth. Also the box, the custom box that we had made for you as well. There's some features I want to show you with that. And also, just as a huge fan of your work in Star Wars Rebels, I love what you've done with Kanan, and seriously, it's an awesome honor to be able to have built this saber for you. So without further ado, I will show you the saber. Okay, so I wanted to show you this box. I cut out the whole song. It kind of plays like a big portion of the Star Wars Rebels theme song. Now this is all hand-tooled leather, hand-dyed. This is made by a partner that I work with a lot. He goes by Vader, and he does a lot of leather work. I use him for doing really cool leather work on sabers like this. I'm not done with this. I got to put it together. But he's just super talented, and I thought if we get the chance to do the saber for you, then we're going to put a nice box together. Now, when you open up the saber box, it will kind of play through that, which can get kind of annoying if you want to have it like this in your house on display, however you want to do that. So I just wanted to show you how to kind of disable the LEDs and also the music for the box. And then if you want to show it off to friends or whatever, then you can put it back. But I'm going to ship it to you with everything off so that way you can turn everything back on when you want to show it off. So we'll take the saber out. So this is craft foam that has this blue silk over it. And the craft foam has been cut out to hold your saber in there. So this just lifts out carefully, like so. And then in here you have the speaker and the LED strips. So this little battery pack, it's three AA batteries that power the LEDs. So you can just shut that off. And then this speaker here, it's activated off the switch. This is for the speaker and this is for the LEDs. So we shut this off. To shut off power to the speaker, there's this little, we call it a kill key or a kill plug, that when inserted in here, it'll shut the power off to this. So I'm going to ship it like this. We're just going to put this little kill key right in here. And so when you want to have the box activated, go ahead and pull that kill key, turn on the LEDs, and then of course when the box closes, it'll trigger these switches that shuts everything off. Now if you have any questions about this, the operation of this at all, just let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or on Etsy, our convo thread there. So this just goes right back in here. Just carefully kind of seat it down. And this will hold the saber. So now I'm going to get this out of the way and show you some features of your new saber. Okay, so here is the Kanan Jarrus saber. And again, as I had messaged you on Etsy, the way I build my sabers is from heavily modified found parts. I actually took a ton of footage of this being built from the very beginning to the end, as well as my installer. His name is Rossi, and he does a lot of the installs on my Sabers, and he did a really good job with this. As well, we did something special for you. These Sabers have sound profiles, which I'll take you through. He created a sound profile from the ground up based on Kanan's lightsaber sound from Rebels, as well as your audio clips as Kanan, just saying different things, as well as some Ezra clips in there too. So it's really cool. He spent a lot of time on that sound profile, and I'll walk you through how to change all that. One thing I want to show you here, this is the kill plug for the Saber, real similar to the box that I showed you that had that kill plug. The Saber does too. Now this Saber will also go into deep sleep mode, which I'll demonstrate. But I'm supplying a smart charger for this Saber. So when you need to charge up the Saber, you'll take this kill plug out and just plug this in, just like you're charging up a phone or something. Now this will also be used to charge the box if the battery ever goes down far enough where you're not getting audio anymore. You would just spend a couple hours charging the box, right where you would put that little nylon kill plug to shut power off to the audio. So we'll fire up the Saber. I'll show you some of the features. Now I'm going to pull the kill key, and then it's going to, you'll hear a boot up sound. And it's actually your voice.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
Now, this Saber will also go into a sleep mode. So you don't want to lose this kill key. If you're storing the Saber for a while without turning it on, go ahead and put this in. Or if you're traveling with the Saber, obviously package it real well and put the kill key in. But otherwise it'll go into deep sleep mode, I think after a minute or so. And then to wake the Saber up, this is your power button. So you would just tap it. So I'm going to tap this right now, and it's already woken up, so it should just turn on. And this Saber is really loud. The sound is vented out through the pummel here. You have your D-ring. Again, you can wear this on your hip and walk around with it, but I probably wouldn't recommend it, because if it does end up dropping, obviously you're going to damage it. This is a soft aluminum shroud. You also can very lightly duel with it. I did not build this as like a heavy dueler. This was more of a showpiece for you. But again, I'll show you with the blade, it's removable, how you can put the blade in there and swing it around and lightly beat up your friends and all that. So it's very sensitive for the swing sounds. You also have clash sounds, so when the Saber comes up to a sudden stop against something, as if you're clashing another Saber. And there's also some little Easter eggs that you'll hear that some of the clashes will activate. Now this button up here is your auxiliary button. So you have power and auxiliary. And they're both momentary, so you tap to power on, push and hold to shut it off. Oops. So to power it back on, you tap it. Now, when the Saber's on, this top button is called the auxiliary button. And so tapping it will give you like blaster blocks, as if, stormtroopers are shooting and you can tap it.
That's my move. I steal from the best.
So your little Easter egg with Ezra and Kanan talking. Now, if you hold it down, it's as if like blade lockup, like you locking up with one of the Inquisitors. So push and hold. So that'll give you your blade lockup. One other cool thing is you can actually gesture with the Saber while you tap the auxiliary, and it'll give you another little Easter egg.
Do or do not. There is no try.
What does that even mean? How can I do something if I don't try to do it?
See, actually that one always confused me too, but Master Yoda sure used to say it a lot.
So, power off. So that's just an example of the Kanan Jarrus sound font that we made for this. Now this saber has a ton more features that I'm going to show you. Now, when you don't have a blade in, I made for you a custom, what they call a blade plug, because these LEDs are extremely powerful and you don't want to look right down at them. So this kind of protects people from that, and it looks really cool too. But before you put the blade in, obviously you need to take the blade plug out. This here is called your blade retention screw. So you just kind of back this out here, and your blade plug will come out. So now we'll also supply a blade with this saber. This is a polycarbonate heavy-duty dueling blade with light diffusing material in it, so it looks really cool, and you can, again, kind of beat your friends with it when they come over. So just make sure this blade retention screw is backed out so it's flush. You can see the high-powered LEDs there. And then you'll go ahead and slide this blade in until it's seated, like so. And then you just tighten this down. Just tighten it down snug. You don't need to over-tighten it. And now, when you power it on, it looks like a real lightsaber blade. So what's cool about this saber is it also is a color changing saber. Obviously Kanan's color is blue, but if you're ever feeling like you want to mess around or, with some other colors, you tap the power and the auxiliary button at the same time and then release. So it's tap release. And you have a chopper as the blade color changing sound. So if you, I don't know, season 4 hasn't come out, but if Kanan goes Sith, then now he's got a nice red blade. Kind of like an amber color. Green. It's kind of like a sky blue, which I think is kind of more true to Kanan's color. And then a darker blue here. And so all those features I showed you were on the Kanan Jarrus sound font that, again, was built from the ground up for this saber. Now, it has 5 other sound profiles or sound fonts on this saber, but each one has a custom boot sound with an audio clip from the show. So to access that, you push and hold the auxiliary button until it beeps, and then let go, and it'll move to the next sound profile.
All the paths are coming together, right?
I'm just not sure if we're going to like where they lead.
So these are all different sounding sound fonts. Again, whichever sound font you're in, you can tap and the power and auxiliary at the same time to change the color. And then it will remember next time you come to the sound profile what color profile you changed for that, and it'll remember that. So next time you hit it, it'll come up with that color. So again, changing through to the other sound fonts.
Ezra, it's not whether or not we fight.
It's how we choose to fight that matters. I know, Kanan. Maybe we're choosing the wrong way.
Pretty cool.
feel you've done enough for this rebellion.
Guess I never really thought about it.
So I guess you really never thought about us.
That sound font's really cool. It sounds kind of like a speeder bike.
Careful. You'll cut your arm off.
Look, I know you're not gonna believe me, but it's like this thing wanted me to take it.
You're right. I don't believe you. Now hand me the lightsaber.
Lightsaber? Wait, isn't that the weapon of the Jedi?
Give it to me and get out.
Love that. This is Kylo Ren's font.
I'm not sure this is such a good idea.
This saber is so loud.
Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
So back to the original sound font. And again, that one is a brand new sound profile built for this saber. So we'll take the blade out here. And put your blade plug back in. Just kind of tighten that down a little bit. And now you're ready to go. And then when you're done playing with it, or you're going to store it for a long time, go ahead and put the kill key back in. And now remember, if you turn the saber on and kind of set it down for a few minutes, to wake up the saber, you'll just tap the power button. You'll hear that boot sound of whatever sound profile you're in. Tap the power again, and you're good to go. So that is your saber, man. Again, thank you for reaching out to me. I'm happy I was able to build it like this, because again, it's kind of like one of those once in a lifetime experiences. So I hope you love it. Any questions on this, give me a call or shoot me a message. Pretty much lifetime warranty on it for you. So if anything happens with it, goes wrong, just let me know. We'll take care of you. So as always, you can check out the Instagram. I think that's where you found me originally, and that's at Starfall_Sabers. Nerdist was here a couple days ago. They did a ton of cool footage with the saber, so that'll be really fun. So anyway, thanks again, Freddie. This has been really cool, and may the Force be with you.